What's going on, everybody? It's the Weapon here, and I just want to thank you all for fucking getting the last video I did. It's blowing up. I don't know how the fuck it's blowing up. The video quality was trash. I was testing the stream through OBS Studios with all my donations tests and all my chat message tests and all that type of stuff. And it's blowing up right now. I think I'm at 3K views on it already, but that's not the question. I just want to thank you guys for the love and for the support and everything like that. And I'm gonna upload. I want this video to be a quality video, and I'm gonna be uploading this one as soon as I'm finished with it. So yeah. Excuse me. So at the task at hand, this is gonna be a video on Hayabusa. This is gonna be a video on tips and tricks with Hayabusa and what I feel like is the best build. Now, this build goes well with the execute, but sometimes I like to use Purify with it because sometimes you can get trapped when you're doing your shadow step and you have too many hits and you're hitting a lot of people and they run into their base. So sometimes you can get trapped. So I like to use Purify with it, but that's the only time when I'm just doing a lot of dives. If you're planning on diving a lot with this build, you're gonna want to have Purify on, especially if you're not necessarily used to Hayabusa. I feel like I'm on pro playing level with Hayabusa, but sometimes my team doesn't help me out well enough because he is not a huge team player. Now, I mean, when he can get a lot of assists, Hayabusa is definitely an assister when it comes to team fights. But on the up and up, he is not going to get a lot of kills in team fights. Now, that could be something you could teeter-totter over. Oh yeah, he can get a lot of kills, but his ult, no, his ult is trash when there are a lot of people around. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that already, but his ult is complete and utter trash when a lot of people are around. No matter what build you have, you're not doing that much damage because you're hitting everybody. But when you're focused on one person, or two people, or three people, I've even gotten triple kills with this build before.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack. An enemy. Double kill! Triple kill!
Like, look at this shit already. I told you. Get out of here. Sometimes it depends on your team a lot of times. This build requires you to be in the jungle a lot. Now, the first two things is, it's how you build this build. You look at who you're against, the heroes you're against, and you figure out what you need to do first. So, if you have a lot of heroes that do a lot of damage, then you're going to want your penetration, obviously. You're going to want to get the roar. But if you have a lot of... if they do a lot of damage, you want to get your Thunderbolt first. But if you feel like they don't do much damage and they're more tanky, then you go ahead and get your the roar. So roar if they're a little bit tanky, and Thunderbelt if they have a high damage. So I'm going for the Thunderbelt right now because I feel like if these players play just right, they could have a lot of damage coming my way. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this plays out. Perfect. My jungle's been stolen from me. Just a dive real quick.
First blood. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Okay. This is ridiculous already. Already the game is ridiculous. Dying from Diggy? From Diggy in the beginning rounds? Bitch ass Diggy? Ow with a cock head looking ass nigga? Come on. Come on. In the beginning rounds? It's 2 minutes into the game. You should not be getting fucked up by Diggy 2 minutes in the game. Like, what is this draft? Know your hero and know how to play with them. That's the biggest thing I say a lot of times when it comes to these games. If you have heroes beside you and you have teammates beside you, a big thing is playing with a lot of heroes and figuring out how they play. So when you play with them, it's a lot easier. And especially if you're playing against them, you know how their moves work, and you know how to fake them out or anything like that. Say for example, a lot of times what I do with Lancelot, I'll fake his ass out on his ult. and not his ult, but yeah, on his ult as well. Since I can teleport right out the way when he tries to do his ult, or when I think he's gonna go for his basic attack, I just pretty much just transport out the way. Let's see if I can fake him out here real quick.
Our turret is under attack.
Just to show you what I mean. Chose the wrong moment at that moment. I thought he was going to do it a little bit earlier, but fuck it. The other thing I hate about Lancelot is because sometimes when he does his his first move, the one he just did right there, if I'm in my ultimate stage, right? If I'm doing my ult, if he does that, it would at times fuck up like that right now. That's what I mean by faking him out. I forced him to use it even though he didn't need to. He's making a lot of mistakes right now. So that's pretty much how I like to fight against Lancelot. Make him use his moves even though he doesn't need to. Sort of like that. You have to pretty much make sure you're on target when you're doing a lot of these moves. But that's pretty much what you want to do. You have to play smart. You have to play smart towards him. Sort of like that. I knew he was going to go for it. Dip in with him, dip in a lot. Make sure a lot of times he's going to be missing his moves when he's going for it.
Must obey the mind.
I was going to say, why is it not working? But fuck it. I still got the kill. But just like a lot of stuff like that. If I was to fight Lancelot straight up, head on, I would no doubt lose. But knowing how a lot of Lancelot players, or how Lancelot plays in general, gives me the advantage because I'm able to play and outsmart him. That's a lot of things you have to do with Hayabusa. You have to take advantage of his ability to be able to outsmart people, make them waste their moves, make them waste their ults. It's pretty much something that he's good at. He's good for that type of stuff. But as you see, at times mistakes can be made, and they're still taking my jungle. What the fuck, man? This is some bullshit. Yeah, just go ahead and take my fucking buff. Fuck you, bitch. A lot of times I notice if I do not have retribution, everyone tries to take advantage of that factor and just try to race to the fucking end for it. I'll just go ahead and go for the turtle right now. Hopefully, I can get this shit with no interruption. But we'll see. Who knows? Lancelot might come up to mid lane to try to help out if he's not too greedy for kills. You know what I mean? But it looks like he'll be staying down there, and I'll be go ahead and flexing the turtle. Hopefully Harley doesn't try to go over there, fight him, and then try to come up here. Or he doesn't lead him to over here. I hate players that fucking do that. It's so annoying. They lead players to where you're getting a task done. And it's just stupid. Go ahead and select the turtle here. And then continue my jump.
Your team destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
Good, he took care of Lance.
An enemy has been slain.
Trying to get as much as jungle as I can right now because I don't know what Harley is doing. Stealing all my fucking jungle, all my fucking buffs and shit. So I'm doing the best I can to try to get some of my jungle kills back. Like I said, the build will come through. The next thing I get is going to be Roar. Get my penetration up. Excuse me. You know how Hayabusa need that deep penetration. I'm getting that deep shadow step on these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm shadow stepping deep in that puss. No. But, oh yeah, we're going to have a good game this time. Go ahead and try to collect this kill.
Enemy has been slain. Double kill.
That's fuck it, whatever. I got the help.
Betrayal must be paid back by blood.
Collect that real quick.
Bodies must obey the mind.
Excuse me, sorry about that. I'm getting a little cold right now.
Killing
But
spree.
I'll be alright.
The shadow will pierce you.
Wanted to try to do a
Lord
quick dive there,
resurrecting
but
soon.
I hit back on the minions. Let me get back to mid lane, try to help them out a little bit. Nope, looks like they're good. Go ahead and collect this jungle. See how everybody's builds are looking so far. It's pretty decent. I see Harley's pretty up
Slay
there.
shut down.
I'm taking all my jungle.
Enemy double kill.
It's being called on right there.
Betrayal must be paid back by blood.
Initiate retreat.
Know how to fucking play chill. Excuse me.
You have
I guess
slain
Biggie thought
an
it was a
enemy.
game.
You're so lame. The star will disappear.
The shadow.
Mega kill. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Power of the
Diggy,
shadow.
you are a fucking idiot for chilling around
Mega kill.
over. You're a fucking
Launch
idiot.
attack.
Body must obey the mind.
Diggy is back, head ass. What the fuck you chilling around here for? Let me get back up on this jungle and then get back up top. Because our top lane's about to be fucked up.
Our turret has been destroyed.
So the next thing you want to go for in this build is going to be fucking that rose gold, man.
Betrayal
You
must
need
be
that rose
paid back
gold.
by blood.
Don't be playing around with that rose gold. Don't be sleeping on that rose gold, people. Don't be sleeping on that rose gold.
Unstoppable.
Looks like they got mid lane taken care of right now.
Double kill.
They're getting fucked up over there. Don't let her leave. Don't let her get away.
The shadow will
Don't let her
pierce
get
you.
away. She got it. Fuck it. And that's when that execute comes in. You got that last bit of fucking health still hanging on the fucking limb, and they're running for their life. And sometimes people have speed boosts, and
Pierce you.
it's the last thing. You got to hit them one more time, and they get away. Smack with that execute. You know what I'm saying?
Body must obey the mind.
Looks like she's coming up here now. She disappeared off the map, so she might be coming up here, and that's correct.
Ally has been godlike.
Here we go. Faked him out, made him use his ult.
Betrayal must be paid back by blood.
Now he's probably running back to mid right now. Oh, fuck me. Even though I told this shit to recommend this, the bloodlust axe came up first. Fuck it, whatever. We'll deal with it.
Ally has been
I hope it's
slain.
gonna give me my fucking, my
Your
rose
team
gold.
destroyed a turret. Shut down. Enemy double kill.
At these moments when it's clutch in the push, because you know everyone's coming, you're trying to get the third kill, go ahead and get the third kill and
Destroy the
teleport to the nearest, fucking, the cutaway in the hive. They should have been coming up here to fucking jump my ass and gank my
Body
ass,
must obey the
but
mind.
they did not come and do that. Came in quite late, and it was only Lancelot. Guess they're planning on old Lancey to get me by himself, but that shit ain't gonna work. I already got his ass one time. I smarted him
Ally
once.
has been
Well, so once I
slain.
outsmart you once, I pretty much got you for the whole game because I learned how you play. It's all about that strategy, bye. It sounds like we got the garbage coming in right now.
Launch attack.
Betrayal must be paid back by
Fuck me,
blood.
teleport in the wrong location.
An enemy has been slain. Launch attack.
The shadow will pierce you.
Fuck out of here, I ain't going. Fuck her ass up.
An enemy has been slain.
Back to top for me. I want to go ahead and grab that jungle at bottom, but fuck it. I'll get on this push. I gotta get my push back up, people. It's all about that push.
Killing spree. Your team destroyed a turret.
About to push on.
Mega kill. Launch attack.
One thing about Hayabusa you really want to keep on, something that one of his moves you want to
An ally has
keep, is
been
his
An enemy
teleportation.
has
You
been
really
slain.
want to keep that for really clutch moments. You don't want to waste that. That's your getaway. That's your jab, hitting them with a jab step, getting out of the jam type shit. So trying to keep that is can't say that you
Betrayal
can really
must be
say
paid back by blood.
Always be ready to do it when you're diving. Because someone's about to come up here, as I'm doing right there.
Destroyed a turret.
Get her away from all the minions. Get her away from her teammates.
The shadow will pierce you.
Take them out. Very far away from his teammates now, so I'm baiting him now. Bait was almost successful.
An ally has been slain.
That's another thing Hayabusa is good at, baiting as well. But the push is strong over here. I'm doing that push right. Oh, come on. Okay, I was like, don't you fucking do it.
Have you seen any other ninja?
Unstoppable.
Fuck mid lane. Let's keep our push strong.
Betrayal must be paid
They're
back
just trying
by
to deter us
blood.
from
Your
going over
team
there.
destroyed a turret.
But that's not going to stop us. Here they come for a team fight. They are on their way. Go ahead and knock Saber out real quick.
Real power of the shadow.
Sorry, Saber, but you're going down, my bro.
Our turret
Didn't
has
even
been
use my ult on you. That's how
unstoppable.
fucking good this build is.
Monster kill.
This build is beautiful.
An enemy
Make
has
sure you
been
stay in the
slain.
jungle a lot with it.
Double kill. Wiped out.
And this game is over.
Pierce you.
So much damage I did on the first little 3 ninja star hits. Oh, it's detrimental. This build is the best build.
Victory.
Hands down, people. Make sure to play smart with this build. You know, get in your jungle and build it correctly. Let's get another game in on some rank. Oh, no, I don't want to send a friend request. Fuck me, no. I want to friend any potential to be thank you. So we're going to get on our penetration here.
Body must obey the mind.
Yeah, good idea to fucking shoot her the wrong way, bro.
Betrayal.
First blood.
Got my first blood.
An enemy has been slain.
Pain makes weakness.
So he looks like he wants to play like an idiot.
Body
Let him play
must
like an
obey
idiot.
the
Fuck it.
mind.
Turtle resurrecting
I
soon.
mean, low-key, they both were playing like idiots. It seems like she was possibly lagging, or she was waiting for him in the bush, then they were trying to gank us. I don't know exactly what was going on there. Fuck it, and I see my jungle still being stolen again. But fuck it. The build will come through for me. The build will come through for me. Again, this is the best Hayabusa build. So, keep this push strong,
Betrayal
keep this
must be
push
paid
strong.
back by blood.
We on extra strong push right now.
body must obey the mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Initiate retreat.
Yeah.
You
Push it
destroyed
strong,
a
baby.
turret.
I'll push it strong, baby. I ain't backing off for nothing.
Shadow
I ain't
is
backing
my
off for
best
nothing.
partner.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Except for that. Fuck that.
Have you seen any other ninja?
Back in this jungle real quick. Help them out a little bit.
Mega kill. You have slain an enemy.
Back in this jungle. Where you going, Argus? Fuck you think you're doing, Argus? Fuck you think this was, Argus?
Betrayal must be paid back by blood.
Okay, fuck up out of here. You knew what it was, Argus. You didn't want this beat. Get my rose gold on. Keep my pushback
Ninja
strong.
weakness.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, that was stupid.
Shut down.
Hit him with the ult because I ain't got time for this because I gotta hop back in mid.
Witness the real power of the shadow.
An ally has been slain.
Fuck me.
Betrayal must be paid back by
Go back your
blood.
asses off. Yeah, you must be lagging.
Killing spree.
She must be lagging. She has to be lagging. Or she was just like, take me. It's no use anymore. What's going on, Yun?
Request
What up,
backup.
Yun? What up, Yun? Come on, Yun. Yun Zhao. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
An ally has
Okay.
been slain. An ally has been slain. Mega
What up,
kill.
buddy? Okay. Okay.
The
Come around this
shadow
way, cut his
fears
ass
you.
off. Okay, the shit was not supposed to go that direction, but fuck it, whatever.
Betrayal must be
Initiate
paid
retreat.
back by blood.
Hey, we got fucked up, babe.
Shut down.
We got fucked up, babe.
Killing spree. Shut
Good shit.
down.
Get that double kill. Oh, almost. Come on, come on, come on. That's all good.
An ally
You did your
has
best
been
effort.
slain.
Ooh, so close. So close, but no dice. Come on, bait him. Oh. So you think it's a game again, my boy?
Other ninja.
Alright, they're gonna fuck him up. It seems like everyone on the team is playing decently smart. So she up here trying to push back my pushback, and I'm not having it. I ain't going. Get this jungle.
Body must obey the mind.
Hit him with the ult, because I ain't got time.
Betrayal must be
And
paid
please
back
don't come
by
over here and try
blood.
to steal my shit. Lord?
Must obey the
What do you
mind.
think you're doing? Right now you're attacking Lord? Well, hopefully they don't come over there and fuck that shit up. I'll keep on my push to try to distract them away from Lord, but fuck.
Enemy killing spree. Launch
Alright, they should be
attack.
coming up towards me by now. So if y'all got Lord, take them. Yeah, here they are. They're up
An
over B
ally
now.
has
Here we
slain
go.
Lord.
Pain means weakness.
Help your team out with Lord and distraction if you can. I'm baiting this motherfucker because he's stupid. I don't know why he thought he was going to get the kill on my ass. That's why I got that penetration for moves like that. Come on. Get your ass baited. Get your ass baited.
Shut
Get your
down.
ass baited. Get my push back. telling you people, this build is the best build.
Real power
Even against
of the
tanks,
shadow.
they're not happening. It's not happening. I'm deep penetration in they shit, you know what I mean? Deep penetration. I'm long stroking their ass, you know what I'm saying? They can't stand a
An
chance
ally
to
has
shit.
been slain.
Long stroking their ass.
An enemy has been slain.
Who wants some of this shadow
Double
step
kill.
dick? Who gonna get some of this shadow step dick? Who wants
Triple
some?
kill. Your
Ooh, they
team
all- they
destroyed
basically
a
all dead.
turret.
None of them want this shadow
Attack
step
the
dick.
turret.
I'll give you some of this shadow step dick.
Your team
We ain't here,
destroyed
bye.
a turret.
We ain't here, boy. We ain't here, boy. We ain't here, boy. We ain't your shit, nigga. Got the next W.
Victory!
Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah, boy. Let's climb back up these ranks with the best build in the world.